If you want to increase your e-commerce conversion rate, there's no doubt about it. The best possible approach is to create a sense of urgency in your visitors. You can tweak things like image copy, you can add some videos, you can improve your site speed. All of these things will help improve your conversion rate, but nothing will have such an immediate impact as creating urgency in your users. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can create a sense of urgency in your website visitors to get them to convert now. So why does urgency work so well? Well, actually, it's really straightforward. Essentially, urgency means that somebody's going to end up acting now. The last thing you want is for somebody to come to your website, see a product and think, yeah, that looks really cool, but I'm busy at the moment, I'm gonna just buy that later this evening. Because we all know what life gets like. You know, somebody could be at work and then they forget to buy that product later and it just goes completely out of their mind. Or they might just go and see some completely different type of product that all of a sudden is more important to them than what you're selling. So you see what I mean? You don't want people leaving your website. You want to create that sense of urgency. You want someone to see your product, see your service, like it, and buy it there and then. Don't give them an excuse to leave. So how can you create urgency? Well, the best possible way is to create scarcity. Now, scarcity all plays on FOMO, that fear of missing out. You want somebody to come to your website and not think, that looks great, I'm going to leave, and I'll buy that later. You want somebody to come to your website, see something, feel that that is only available for a limited time, and if they don't act now, they're going to miss out on that forever and it's gone. So one of the best ways that you can create a sense of urgency is to use a countdown timer. Like I just said, you want to create scarcity and make people feel like something's about to disappear, and a countdown timer will do that because it will show them exactly how long they have left until this is gone forever. Now, you could use a countdown timer in your emails, or you could even use it on the product page itself. So in an email, you could have somebody open your email and it says, look, here's a special offer, but it's only valid for 24 hours. And then there's a countdown there just ticking down and down and down. And as that time's decreasing, you're creating that sense of urgency in that person not to miss out. You could do the same on the product page, where if you've got a special offer running and it's ending tonight at midnight, have that countdown timer there just ticking away, just showing that person this really is no joke, this is not going to be here forever. So one countdown timer that I really like that you can use on your emails and you can use it on your website as well is on a website called countingdown2.com. And as you can see, it really is so straightforward. You just come up to this screen and you just type in your event name. So it could just be special offer. Then you just set the countdown date and the countdown time. So what I would suggest is ideally you want to try and have these countdowns as less than 24 hours away. So this one here straight away, it doesn't have that same impact when you see 31 days or you see 15 days until this expires. But if you see less than 24 hours or you see that there's like an hour left, you're going to be far more likely to click on that and perform any kind of action that it is that you want the user to take. But using this website, once you've created your countdown, it's so simple. You just literally copy a piece of code, put it into your email, put it on your website, and then it appears exactly as you can see on this screen. So tip number 2 is to show your stock levels. So thanks to Amazon, when you shop online now, you pretty much expect everything delivered to you next day or maybe even the same day in certain places. They've really created that expectation that e-commerce is immediate. Gone are the days where you're happy to wait 5 days for delivery or even longer, unless you're getting something from China and you have that expectation already. So with that in mind, and knowing that people probably buy something online and they want it immediately or they want it that next day, it's important to show your stock levels. So show them how much stock you have, or show them if there's only 10 items remaining, because that's going to create that scarcity and they're not going to want to miss out if that product goes out of stock. Amazon do this really well. So on Black Friday or Prime Day, they will have a certain amount of product in stock and they'll have a little grey bar there that's just filling up constantly, and you can see how many percentage of units have been sold already. And the last thing you want is to kind of look at that product, think I'm going to go away and come back in an hour, because in an hour's time they might have sold out and you miss out on that forever. So if you're in a business where you're selling stock or you have like a certain amount of something that you can sell, make sure you make that possible for the consumer to see that, because that's going to help create another sense of urgency for them. So tip number 3 is to use loss aversion. So remember at the beginning of this video when I told you about FOMO, the fear of missing out. Nobody wants to feel like they're missing out on something. It's just in human nature that we end up regretting things. If there's something we've missed out on, we don't like that feeling. So you can play on that emotion. You need to make that person feel like if they don't buy your product right now, they're not just gonna miss out on some sort of benefit, they're actually going to lose something. So all of a sudden, your product's not just the solution, it's that thing that's preventing them feeling something or missing out on something that's gonna cause a problem. If you can demonstrate some sort of catastrophic results, then that's going to be the best benefit possible, because you're making that person really think, oh my God, like, I don't want that to happen to me. I'm going to buy this product. So a perfect example of this could be if you're an insurance company and you're selling home and contents insurance. You could use an ad, you could do language on your page that demonstrates all of the things that can happen to someone if their house burns down and they have no insurance. They're all of a sudden left homeless and they have nothing to do. But if they had insurance, that wouldn't happen to them. It would all be absolutely fine. So you're playing on that emotion, making people think they don't want to lose something by not buying your product. I know that's a bit of an extreme example, but it's the first thing that popped into my head right now. But you get the point. So tip number 4 is to use time-related words. Words are a really powerful thing in e-commerce. Plenty of words you use in your product copy, on your product pages, and in your ads as well can really help create a sense of urgency. Words like now, fast, quick, limited, time, they're all words that used in the right context can create a sense of urgency. So make sure you're using these words in your ad copy and in your product pages where relevant. And I'll also leave a link in the description to a website where you can see a whole list of words that can create a sense of urgency. So my final tip for you is to focus on delivery. So I've already touched on that many people now kind of want their products on the same day or next day delivery when they're buying online. So you know how important delivery is. But one thing you can do is clearly promote how long it takes for a product to arrive. Because if there's some sort of urgent need for your product for somebody, they're going to be far more likely to buy from you than your competitor if you're offering next day delivery, but they're offering delivery in 5 days, because that 5 days might be too late and your delivery for next day could be absolutely perfect for them. So make sure you're promoting that. At the same time, if you're anything like me, when it gets close to Christmas, I am panicking. I have no idea what to buy my wife. It is maybe the 21st, 22nd of December. I'm out of ideas. I go to Amazon, I see something that jumps out to me. It's on Amazon Prime. They tell me it's going to be here before Christmas, and that's won me over. Straight away, just seeing that this product will arrive by my deadline has made me want to click buy now, right now. And that's why when you go to Amazon and many other e-commerce sites, when it gets closer to Christmas, they'll have a countdown. So they'll use the countdown that I mentioned earlier, and they'll say order in the next 2 days to guarantee delivery by Christmas. Then the next day it's like, you've got 1 more day left to order before Christmas. And then it gets to, you need to order today, otherwise this product is not arriving in time for Christmas, your wife's gonna kill you, and you're screwed. You can do the same thing if you offer some sort of installation service. So if you're selling a cooker and you also offer an installation service with that, put something up to tell people how long it will take for installation to happen. And if again you wanna get this installed by Christmas, you need to order by this date. So it's always worth using time and delivery times wherever possible as well, because that will create a good sense of urgency in someone. So you can see from this video that it's actually really straightforward to create a sense of urgency in your customers and get them to want to buy your product right now. If you've liked the video, please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. And I will see you next time.